Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL mock draft. Before we get into it, I'm sure you guys probably noticed there is no webcam today. I'm having some technical difficulties with that right now, so don't pay too much attention to that. But yeah, I'm just doing one round today. We're not going to be doing any trades, though I will say before we get into it, I do expect there to be some trades in this year's draft. I expect there to actually be multiple in the first round. So really excited to see how it turns out. But again, no trades in this mock. And I also want to clarify, I do not claim to be a draft expert. These are completely for fun. So if there's something you disagree with, which there probably will be, don't pay too much attention to it. You know, we're just doing these for fun. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So with the number 1 overall pick for the Chicago Bears, I'm going to give them Jalen Carter from Georgia. Then the Texans are on the board, and you know, I still view Bryce Young and CJ Stroud as kind of like a 1A and 1B quarterback sort of situation. I don't really know what type of quarterback D'Amico Ryans would be looking for. I personally feel like Bryce Young is more fitting as a Texan than CJ Stroud. I don't know. It's just kind of a gut feeling I have, so I am going to go Bryce Young here. Then for the Arizona Cardinals, we're going to go ahead and give them Will Anderson. They really need some pass rush help, and Will Anderson will do well with that and stopping the run. Then we have the Indianapolis Colts, and I mean, they're going quarterback. Okay, there's no doubt about it. I'm going to go ahead and have them take CJ Stroud. Then we have the Seattle Seahawks, and they're kind of in a bad situation, not being able to get Jalen Carter or Will Anderson here. I think they're going to go ahead and just take, the next best option, and I'm going to say Myles Murphy from Clemson. Then the Lions are on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and give them, and this is where I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me. My number 1 corner in this draft is still Kelee Ringo. I think he is an absolute stud. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there. I know a lot of people aren't as high on him anymore. I personally think he is, honestly, I would compare him to J.C. Horn. He is big, physical, lengthy. I think he's going to be an excellent corner in the NFL. So I'm going to go Kelee Ringo for the Lions. Then for the Raiders, I'm going to go ahead and give them Paris Johnson from Ohio State. Then the Falcons right here. I'm going to go ahead and give them Tyree Wilson. Have some pass rush help in there. Then the Panthers are on the board, and I'm going to have them take Anthony Richardson. I think he will actually do really well, getting developed by Frank Reich and Jim Caldwell. Eagles on the board now, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of have this feeling that James Bradberry isn't coming back in free agency. It's a gut feeling that I have. So I feel like they're kind of needing a corner a little bit more now. So I'm going to have them take my number 2 corner in this draft, and that is Joey Porter Jr. Titans now on the board, and I'm going to have them take Quentin Johnston, my number 1 receiver in the draft. Now the Texans are on the board. I'm going to give them actually my number 2 receiver, which is Jordan Addison. Jets now on the clock, and this is a tough one. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually give them Trenton Simpson from Clemson. I think their offensive line is looking pretty good right now. Their corners are really solid. In fact, they probably have the best corner duo in the league. And if it's not, it's at least top 5. They have a solid D-line. They don't need to take a running back. You could argue possibly taking Will Levis right here. I don't think they do that. Personally, I think if they don't land like Aaron Rodgers or Jimmy Garoppolo, which I think they'll get Jimmy Garoppolo. That's my prediction. If they don't get one of them though, I think they just roll with Zach Wilson. But I'm going to go ahead and give them Trenton Simpson. They really need some linebacker help, and Simpson is an absolute freak at linebacker. Then the Patriots are on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and actually give them... I'm going to give them Brian Breesy from Clemson. Really, really beef up that D-line. And the Packers are on the board now, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... I'm going to go ahead and actually give them Jackson Smith and Jigba. I actually really like this kid. Honestly, I'm predicting it to be Jordan Love as their quarterback this year. I don't think they snag anybody else. So give Jordan Love some weapons. Then the Commanders are on the board. I think we have to give them Christian Gonzalez right here. This is an absolute steal for them at this point. Awesome pick. Steelers now on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... I'll be honest, I'm higher on Cam Smith than Devon Witherspoon. Witherspoon is really good as well, don't get me wrong, but I just think Cam Smith has all the tools to be an NFL corner. Lions now on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and give them safety Brian Branch. Just make that defense even better and better. Buccaneers, I'm going to give them Bijan Robinson. Their run game was horrendous this last year, and getting Robinson would instantly make that like 1,000 times better. Seahawks now are up, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... Let's see. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give them Devon Witherspoon right here. Having a really, really good young cornerback duo with him and Tariq Woolen, I think that's going to make it one of the best in the league right there. And honestly, I think it's a good idea for the Seahawks. Chargers now on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... I don't know if Chargers fans are going to like this, but I'm going to go ahead and actually give them Michael Mayer. Give them some tight end help here. So Ravens now on the clock. I'm going to go ahead and have them take Clark Phillips right here. Vikings now up. This could make a lot of Vikings fans angry, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to give them Will Levis. Honestly, in my opinion, I think he's a pretty similar quarterback to Kirk Cousins, but a little bit more mobile, so can extend plays a little bit better. That might be what Vikings need offensively. I know they need a lot of defensive help, but they can also do that in free agency and later rounds of the draft. I think they're in a system that Kirk Cousins works really well, so this is just going to be a more mobile, potentially better Kirk Cousins. So I don't really hate this for the Vikings. Jags now on the clock, and I'm going to go ahead and give them Peter Skoronski. Now we have the Giants, and in my opinion, I think they need interior O-line and receiver the most. I'm going to go ahead and go Osiris Torrance right here from Florida. Cowboys now on the clock, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... Broderick Jones. Bills now up, and I'm going to give them Jahmyr Gibbs. Bengals are now up, and I'm going to go ahead and give them Isaiah Foskey. Now for the Saints. As a Panthers fan, I don't want to do this because I really like Jalen Hyatt, but we're going to give the Saints, well, Jalen Hyatt right here, give them some more receiver help. And then really whatever quarterback comes in there, I still think it's going to be Derek Carr, personally. But if it's not, whoever goes in there, we're going to have a much improved receiving core. I mean, Chris Olave, Jalen Hyatt, they probably won't have Michael Thomas, to be honest. But, I mean, they'll also have, I totally forgot that other receiver's name. But they will have some more weapons. Jalen Hyatt is a stud. I really like the kid. I think that'll work out well for New Orleans. Eagles now on the clock, and I'm going to go ahead and actually give them... You know what? I'm going to have them take Siaki Ika. They do have a lot of free agent defensive linemen right now. And while I think they re-sign, guys like Fletcher Cox, probably Brandon Graham, I don't think they're going to be able to retain like Javon Hargrave. I feel like he's going to be gone. So Siaki Ika would be a really good replacement right here. Then the Chiefs now on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and give them... we're going to give them safety Antonio Johnson from Texas A&M. So there you have it. There's this one-round mock draft. Let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. Again, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.